The US has always been a country that has been attractive to a lot of visitors. And depending on your personal financial business goals, the United States has still the potential to become the beacon of your success. And if you want, for example, to have access to the United States market, you want to relocate for a safe life, for education of your kids, for growing your business, the United States still stands. So in this video, I will be talking about the ways to pretty much relocate to the United States or to have access to the United States market, or if you don't want to relocate to the United States, I will be talking about some of the non-immigrant visa categories that you can use to temporarily live in the United States to get all the benefits that this country is offering. So let's begin. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to a free consultation. You can sign up for it using the link in the description of the video, and we'll be talking to you about a strategy for immigration, for having access to the United States. And this consultation is free, so you don't have to pay anything, and we'll be happy to assist you with any kind of question. So the United States has two different categories of visas, immigrant and non-immigrant. Immigrant visas are green cards. For example, if you apply for EB1 category and you get the EB1 category, this is a green card. You only have to wait for it to arrive in the mail. And then there's non-immigrant visas. Non-immigrant visas are visas that are temporary. For example, you get your O1 visas for 3 years, and you get your, for example, tourist visa for, well, as long as you can, for 10 years, for example, but once you arrive to the United States, they only allow you to stay for initial of 6 months. And we'll be talking about how to get any of it. So for example, if you're a citizen of a European country and you're watching this video, you pretty much don't need a tourist visa if you have a passport of a country that features the electronic system, which is called ESTA. And this system allows you to stay in the United States, just submitting your electronic application before arrival, and you can stay for as long as 90 days. If you want to stay longer, obviously, you will have to apply for a tourist visa, which is called B1, B2, depending on the purpose of your stay. And this visa category requires you to first submit your DS 160 forms. You have to prove you have sufficient funds to apply for a visa, and the purpose of your stay is within the scope of the category. Then there's student visa, which is called F1 or M visa, depending on your specific situation. And if you want to, for example, study at a language school, you want to learn English, English is your second language or third language, and you're coming to the United States to study language, you can submit your application. You can, what you can do is you can apply exactly the same forms, DS 160. You get your I-20 form from the school, from the accredited language school that you're going to study at. They confirm that you have been enlisted in the program, and then with all these documents, you go to a US consulate and you get your non-immigrant visa interview. After you receive the visa, you can prolong it on the territory of the United States. Then, if we're talking about, for example, non-immigrant categories that are longer than student visas, then you have O1 visa, which is for people of exceptional ability, people who are, for example, working in a profession and they have achieved a level of success that supersedes the average in the market. You have to have either an employer on the United States territory, or you have to have your own company that is going to be sponsoring you. After that, you have L1 visa. L1 visa is for people who have, for example, their own company outside the United States, and they're looking to relocate their new office to the United States. It's important that these new companies and new subsidiaries have to be affiliated. So it either has to be subsidiary of your company or the main office on the territory of the United States. After that, you have H-1B visa. A lot of people are saying now that it's impossible to apply for H-1B visa because it's now banned pretty much, because you have to pay $100,000 fee to apply for it, and no employer is going to pay that much money for any kind of applicant. But what a lot of people don't know is that on the territory of the United States, if you're applying within the country, you don't have to pay any fee. I mean, you have to pay the standard visa fee, but you don't have to pay the $100,000 fee. You only have to pay the regular fee. And if you're changing your status on the territory of the country, you are exempt from paying this visa category. Then you have immigrant visas. These are the green card categories. For example, if you're applying for EB1, which is for people of exceptional abilities, pretty much the same as O1, well, it's called people of extraordinary abilities. That's like a little bit higher than O1 visa. You have EB2 category, EB2 NIW, national interest waiver, for people who can prove they are of national importance to the United States. This is a challenging category. Not a lot of people can suit within this visa. And there's EB3 category. This is for people who have an employer on the territory of the United States. They are applying as part of the hiring process of the above mentioned employer. And there's EB5 category. I'm gonna skip EB4 category. EB5 category is for people who are looking to invest into the United States, for example, and this investment has to be as little as $800,000. And you have to invest into targeted areas. So you can't invest in anything. You can invest in only targeted, economically deprived areas. So there's that. If you think that some of these visas are suitable to you, you can sign up for a free consultation. We'll be talking to you about your strategy for immigration or maybe for a temporary stay in the United States. And if none of these visas are of your liking, you can still sign up for a free consultation. We'll be selecting a category that is suitable to your purposes. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.